Okay, hello everybody, welcome to this evening's stream. This evening we're going to be taking a look through some old sports games. So Summer Sports is here in Crayta, so you may have noticed some of the old Summer Sports outfits from last Summer Sports coming through the store. So do make sure you're tuning in and checking out the store each day. You'll find some pretty cool old outfits in there. I've seen a few people on Discord talking about kind of checking those out. So yeah, definitely worth jumping into the store and seeing what you can find and snag yourself some pretty cool outfits over there. You may have noticed also the hub has updated, so we've got the sports arena which has landed in the hub, the little football and the goal, and some of our kind of favourite and the best sort of sports games we've got in Crayta. So do tune in tomorrow when AJ is live with Selena. I believe it's going to be Selena on tomorrow. And they'll be checking out some sports games. They'll be using that area to kind of go with it. So do make sure you subscribe and follow and tune in tomorrow for that. So this evening, as I say, we're going to be doing some game dev on our old sports games. And I'm joined by Ed. So Ed, do you want to say hello?
Buddy.
Cool. Okay, that looks like it's coming through. Okay, I'm just going to kill that music there. Cool. So we are in the first game we're going to look at. So as I say, we're going to potentially have a look at a couple of different games. What we'll probably do is we'll leave Ed in here. Ed's going to do his thing, his kind of environment thing. I've just seen a picture of what he's planning to do, and it's actually, I think it's going to be pretty cool. So no pressure there, Ed. Are you in Grav Ball now?
I'm not in there, but I'm going to go there right now.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, if you want to load in. So if anyone remembers, this is a game that came out really quite early, and I can't remember if this was actually pre-launch or post-launch. This might have been a pre-launch game. I can't remember now. I'll have to check. Obviously, the archive will be available. If you wanted to see how we built this in the first place, you can go back and look through the live streams rail that's on the YouTube channel. So Grav Ball is essentially, there's been several games like this that we've seen the community make. The idea is you pick up the ball, have to throw it through the goal at either end of the arena. You've got a hammer which you can hit plays with, and yeah, there's a few little things like that you can do which are quite interesting. But the game itself is fairly straightforward. It's fairly basic. As I say, this was kind of early days of Crayta while we were really starting to learn about the power of the editor, and while we had the certain features that weren't implemented yet. So I think while Ed does some environment stuff, I might just have a quick go at adding a couple of things like adding some challenges, adding some activities, little things like that. So we'll have to see if we can sort through that. Then I'm going to have a look at Champion as well. So Champion is the obby that we made on stream as part of the global counters update that we did. So we're going to have a look at updating that. We'll add a few more obstacles, add a few more bits and bobs around that. And then if there's time, there's another game I've got lined up called Push the Button, which is part of the UI masterclass we did. If we've got time, we'll go to that. Otherwise, we'll probably just stick to these two. Ed, I've just seen your message. You're not in my version, apparently. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm in the game, but I'm not with you.
Are you in the editor, or did you go to the play?
I think I went to play.
Okay, so I'm in the editor at the minute. You go to your games you can edit. Good to see you land in here in a moment, hopefully.
Right, yeah, sorry.
That's okay. I was just thinking, like, in my head, like, oh, are we on different versions? And I was like, no, that only really counts for all the internal stuff that we do. Like when we're on the live game, this is the easy bit, right? We should just be on the live game. I was just thinking, like, what build have you got yourself on? Are you on like some crazy development build? Okay, cool. I can see you here now.
Yay.
Awesome. Okay, so let's just have a quick preview. We'll have a little run around and just see what the gameplay's like. Scoreboards won't get mad. Let me slow that down. Okay, so the way it works is you can use L2 to pick it up and on to shoot the idle animations. I'm going to play that a little bit. You can do some things like when you pick up the ball you can't move. That was one thing we deliberately did, to make it a bit more like netball. If anyone knows netball, you can't move the ball. The idea is you can't just then run around the green, and you go around to like pass it amongst your team and things like that. Game down, I think it's a bit loud. Yeah, and then the hammer. I can't remember what the hammer does. I'm assuming if I hit you. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So the hammer does like a massive launch on the players. So I'm thinking it might be quite cool to add a ragdoll to that as well. Maybe tone down the amount it hits you. And
It's pretty funny.
it's pretty funny. I think it also.
I almost scored.
I think it almost like disarms you as well. It's good. So rolling might be a problem.
No.
Oh.
Yay. Mine. Stop that.
So good.
Oh, you moved me right out the level.
I assume you okay, you did respawn.
So if I'm gonna is this the thing? So if I'm gonna be don't do that. Oh. So the plan for this evening is for me to be adding some more to this environment on the outside.
Yes.
Is yeeting the player out of the thing a gameplay objective? And then should I keep things away from the actual arena so that can still happen?
Yeah, perhaps so you can see with the arena there's a trigger box around it. So perhaps if you just don't put anything inside the trigger, we'll be okay.
Righto.
Yeah, and then what I might do is add the logic to the kind of despawn the player. So when you hit the edge, you do that disintegrate effect, which is always quite nice. Excuse me, losing my voice tonight. Right. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about. Oh, what, is that your drone? That's an awesome effect. What is that? Just saw like a meteor come flying past me. That's really cool.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm supposed to be showing that one yet. That might be a new one. No, it's on live.
It's on live, yeah. No, that should be here. I'm guessing that's Mechanical Revolution, but that's awesome. I haven't seen that one before. I was like, mid-sentence, just this rocket came flying past me. I'm like, what on earth was that?
I'm so badass.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, okay, yeah. So do you want to just, I guess, divulge a little bit about what your plan is? And I'll start digging around the code.
Yeah, so I jumped into here earlier and I was seeing all these the stands around the side, which are all very cool. But then I was also looking up into space and seeing the asteroids and the stars and everything. I just thought, what with the Olympics going on and everything, that's the whole point of our summer sports promotion at the moment, kind of, is what might it be like to have aliens in an arena? What would aliens live on or watch sports from? So what I'm going to be doing this evening is making an environment that's just going to be completely wacky and bonkers.
I wouldn't expect anything less from you at this point.
Hooray!
I think that's been every week. It's like, right, how can I make this wacky and bonkers?
That's So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm actually going to be using a lot of the sci-fi colonies props and elements from last year. But I do want it to look like a sort of sports environment. So I'm going to be doing
I guess, yeah, it's almost going to be like an arena if it was based on an alien planet, essentially. But it's still like an alien sports arena. It's quite a nice take.
And since the game is called Graph Ball, I might be doing some weird things with like upside down bits and things. People watching it from up above, upside down, that kind of thing. That could be quite cool since it's all about gravity and weirdness.
Yeah, I'm all for it. That sounds really cool. So I'll leave that with you. As I say, I'm going to do a couple of bits in here, then I'll jump over and start messing around in one of the other games, and we can come and check on the progress. Another thing is the lighting. I don't think we did anything with the lighting in here hugely. It's still set to like a clear sky dome, but yeah, there's probably a lot of stuff you can do with the sky dome to make it feel kind of more alien. So I'll leave it up to you. Okay.
More pressure on me, why don't you?
Yeah, yeah. I want it to be perfect in about an hour and a half's time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple of challenges and activities. So obviously these are things that were added kind of much more recently than when we made this game, but it's always a good exercise to go back and kind of go through old games. So I guess we want a challenge for score goals. And perhaps we'll have maybe like scoring a couple of goals. Because then we can have an activity for scoring 1 goal, and then the challenge is to score 3 in a match or something like that. Display name, score 3 goals. Icon. This is always one of the hardest bits of challenges, is picking which icon to go with. Let's go to target. It's like you're hitting the target, right? You're hitting the goal. The event will be goal scored with a count of 3. Okay, so while we're here, let's set up our activity. So our activity will be exactly the same, but instead of it being kind of a first, you have to do 3 to complete it. It's just every time you score a goal, you'll get some XP. Probably high XP. I don't expect you're going to score that often. And score a goal. Nice. Oh, I could do something around scoring a goal from a certain distance. That might be. Score from outside the box. That might be a nice little thing to add. Some other obvious ones. Hitting a player out of the area. It's another good challenge. Hit 3 players out of the arena. Yes. Kill. Makes sense as that icon. The exploding skull. Call it elimination. And 3 of those. And again, we'll do an activity to match it. Okay, cool. Right, so tuck those in. It's pretty straightforward. We'll do the goal first. So we want goal scored. Let's look at our trigger here. Some really ancient code. Let's hope it makes some sense. Okay, so the goal knows which team should score, but it doesn't know who scored. So I guess I can just, unless I do kind of a big change here, I don't want to spend too long messing around in code here because I could break all sorts given how old it is. But what I'll probably do is just say, if your team scores, you all get the challenge, because it is a team game. That's kind of the point. But hi AJ, how's it going? I think it's going up so far so good. Ed's going to do a masterclass in level design in the next hour and 20 minutes.
More pressure, please. I'm doing environment design, not level design.
Sorry, environment design. Okay, so we're basically here, as I say, we don't know who scored, but we know which team scored. So let's just loop through all of the users and see if users team, so find script property team, is equal to the team of this goal. And then we want to give this user some points. So we're going to say send XP event goal scored. Okay, so what that's going to do is that's actually going to fire against the challenges and the activities. Both of them are going to trigger, and it's going to give this specific user 1 towards their challenge and also complete the activity for them. And then you say that's going to be for every member of the team who scored. AJ, what game are you working on? I don't recognise it. So this is actually one of the very first games we made on stream. I'm just looking here at the code, and there's events in here. So this must have been post-launch. Although, in fact, were events I can't remember. Around the time of launch is when we made Gravball. We actually made this on stream. It's one of the kind of one of the first kind of full dev streams we did. And yeah, so the idea is it's, as I said, there's similar games been made by the community, arguably much better games than this. This is quite basic, but you essentially pick the ball up and you're trying to throw it through the goal. So it's quite straightforward. There's a big hammer you hit each other with. Honestly, I'd completely forgotten we had this game until I was going through my library earlier looking for old sports games, and this just happened to crop up as one that looked like it could do with, you know, a bit of a refresh and a revamp. Okay, cool. So that's that one sorted. The other one was the elimination, wasn't it? And I guess arena trigger, that's it. So there.
Oh, that's a huge object. That is a massive object.
Oh, what object? I want to see. Let me see.
That one. Now.
Where are you?
Rock alien.
Oh, the red one here.
Yeah, big red one.
It is big. It's really cool though. That's a really fun one to kit bash with. I think I've made spaceships out of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so how does the arena work? When you got knocked out of the arena, Ed, did you get any like notifications or anything? Or did you just respawn?
I just respawned. I think it's such an early game that, yeah, we didn't have that kind of notification going on.
So I was assuming here, on trigger exit, out of bounds. And we should reset the entity, and that entity could be a player. Okay. All my old melee stuff. Melee or melee? Is it melee? Is it melee? Age old question.
What said melee? Melee.
Melee, melee.
Judging by the accent, because isn't there an accent on the second of the three E's? So it'd be melee.
If anyone spells a word that short with three E's, they deserve for it to be confused and mispronounced. Okay, so this is what we're hitting. Perhaps I could just change it to not eliminating the player, but just hitting the player. I think that's going to make more sense. Hit 3 players, okay. Oh, I changed it to a low because you can do this quite quick. You know, if you're chasing people and just whacking them. So player hit will be the thing we send now. So melee logic script is on a player. So I've swung and I've hit something. So if entity is a character. So basically, if what I've hit is another player, then I want to get this user's this player's user, which will be self get entity, get user, send XP event. I hit. I think that's going to give us what we want. A good way to check if your activities are working is obviously either use the what you can see in the console, or Stuart actually made us a really nice XP activity package. So if you just search XP, you'll see Display Activities XP by SF Crayta. And if we install this, it's just a straightforward one to install on the user. So we go here and we just need to drag in our user XP. And that gives us all the scripts we need in order to get that to work. Now here we go, AJ coming to correct us on our English. So they're actually both correct. One is to mean a large fight or scuffle, a melee, and the other is hand-to-hand combat, melee. Melee. I wouldn't say.
What's the difference?
There's melee and melee. 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 I wouldn't say melee. That wouldn't sound right. I don't know. Maybe there's too many ways to say this word. But yeah, melee or melee. I've said the word too many times now. It just sounds strange. And
ointment. The number of times you say ointment, it just sounds weirder and weirder.
I mean, any word, right? Good evening, Slater P. Burn. I did see a message, by the way. Cool. Okay, so that's going to give us that. Okay, so that's those working. Are you happy if I just have a quick test?
Yeah, go for it.
So we should see some stuff appear, perhaps, on our challenges and activities. So I wonder if you can score during the lobby. Right. Right. Oh.
Right. Oh no! You've booted me.
I didn't get an activity. Okay, I'll let you score.
Yeah, you'll let me. That's easy said than done.
Yeah, just whenever you're ready. If you just want to score, then we can carry on with the stream.
You have played games with me before, haven't you?
I'll just wait here. Yeah, whenever you're ready. Yeah. Oh, skull on the goal. There's a skull on the goal. Okay, I'll put it on. Oh. That's pretty funny. Right, okay. Got this. Oh, and error. Oh, properties. Okay, I misspelled properties. That's why I don't like it. Okay, I'll have a look and see what's going on with that other one. Let's have a look. Although no, my luck, this is some stupid fact I've picked up that isn't actually true. Maybe. I mean, I guess it would make sense that they would. Like, it's quite often in English, right? There's the same word means two different things spelled differently. Slater. Oh, I followed this trying to make a football game and tried moving the ray gun to the feet and turned off invisibility so when you press fire it would keep the ball at player's feet. Ah, that's an interesting idea. That you could kind of, yeah, because the way the physics gun works is it like raycasts the thing and then it will essentially like suck it to a locator. So you could have that on someone's foot. You could also probably just attach it to the player's foot bone using attach to in a socket, which would just do it for you. Although I guess you'd be stood inside the football then, which isn't very good. Right, okay, let's spell properties correct. Properties. Correctly, sorry.
Since we're being pedantic in this particular.
Wow, I'm going to get hammered. I feel like we need like a pedant count above my head somewhere on stream. It's like every time that happens, it like dings and goes up by one. Although I'm sure something would be wrong with that. Okay. Mealy logic script. Maybe it's not on the player. No, it should be. So script folder parent should be what it's attached to. One of my many workarounds. I'd love to see people's like graveyard of experiments. I mean, mine is I've got a much bigger library of created games than I have published games. There's a lot of graveyards of logic, I like to call them.
Graveyards of logic, I love it.
Graveyard of half-baked games that make no sense anymore.
Of mine don't get past the paper stage.
Yeah.
It's like, this would be a brilliant idea. I've no idea how to make it. Throw it away.
Okay, it's time for some. I just realised there's a whole section of code just above here which is actually handling hitting players. So let's drop it in there. This is a horrendously inefficient way to do, melee combat. I'm just gonna say melee. This is a horrifically inefficient way to do it. So if anyone watching this thinks this is a good idea, please don't copy this. This is old, uneducated logic. I'm allowed to say that because I wrote it. So blast player hit. Okay, that should do that. Right, what else might we want to do? So another feature that came in obviously since we did this was leaderboard. So it might be nice to add in a quick leaderboard. Oh, my flying cars are broken. Ed, what have you done?
I've not touched the flying cars.
Did you delete a rotate and move script?
Oh.
Good word.
It wasn't there. I just added it and hang on.
There you go, done, fixed.
It's back.
Okay, thank you. That's probably quite an old one, so if you do import any new movement packages, feel free to delete those cars and just do your own implementation of them moving around. Nothing environment-wise is particularly precious in here, so.
I didn't realise that because I looked for it, but I couldn't see it in the library. But there it is.
Okay.
I'm trying to make mushrooms bounce.
Oh, I see. Well, I mean, mushrooms.
As you do.
They have to bounce, right? It's not a mushroom if it's not bouncing. So. Okay, so we're going to do the leaderboard now. So we'll just do a goal scored. We can't detect. Maybe we'll do wins. Wins would be a good one. We can't detect without doing a ton more work. We can't really detect who scored. So we'll just have a fairly simple one. Wins. It won't reset, and it's just a number. So ID, and I'm going to guess we've got a game controller in here somewhere. That has results. So okay, we're getting the results here. Display the highest team. That's just a printout, right? Yes. So perhaps in here we can just do this. So user entity, if user entity, again, we can get their team from this. Let me just double check we've actually got that on the user. Use game, team script. Okay. So if the user team is equal to self results.
What am I doing?
Team. I dread to think. What are you doing, Ed?
I'm making dancing mushrooms. Maybe I'm on mushrooms. Not that I remember, but
Wow, this took a turn. Grief. He said that so like believably as well. Okay, we'll do 30-second rounds so we can test this. Is that the way to find out who's on the winning team? For every index and team in the entries.
oh, sorry,
Oh,
wrong button.
That's okay.
Sorry.
We can test, unless I've horribly broken something.
No, I'm so used to doing that when I'm just working by myself.
There's something is broken, but it's fine. We can maybe test. How are you going to score? Can I score?
Yes, you can.
Nothing happened. Okay, that one worked. Oh, did you hit the blimp as it came past? Did you start flying a different direction? Okay, I got the hit player. That worked. The goal didn't seem to work. Oh, that'd be probably okay. That'd be fine.
I meant to hit simulate and I just went game.
Slater says, "Be really great if you hash keywords in these streams like scoreboard, raygun, or melee, so we can find tutorials quicker." Maybe just an idea. So what, like in the description, I guess? Is that what you mean, or in the name? I'm not sure if the search would go as far as searching the description, but yeah, maybe that'd be a pretty good idea. Something, yeah, take on board. I'm not sure how easy the flow of that would be, because sometimes we cover lots of different things, but I guess if we're specifically tutorializing things, that's a good shout for sure. Okay. So I'm going to leave this leaderboard. I feel like I don't want to waste too much more time in here. I'd quite like to move on to the other game I want to jump into while we leave Ed behind in here. So I'm going to clear this. Let's see why the goals weren't working. I suspect because we do have a team. Yeah, because that should all line up fine. Goal scored is the correct event. I did it before the weight here. Okay, if you're ready, Ed, I wouldn't mind a quick test.
Yeah, no problem. Go for it.
Cool. Okay, right. So we've got, yeah, we're going to get assigned teams this time, and hopefully that'll be the fix for the goal scoring challenge issue, and then I'm going to leave it to you.
Oh, how did you do that?
Oh,
no! Where is it? Where's it gone?
Oh, okay. You end XP from score. A goal will be activity. And Crayta challenge updated. Nice. And then let's just double check this still works. Nope.
Oh,
wait, you
yay!
A draw. I hit you like through my own goal. That was fun.
Awesome.
Okay, and then it should reset. Nice. Okay. Good stuff. So yeah, a couple of little updates there to bring the game a bit more up to date. We're going to leave Ed in here. So good luck, Ed. I expect good things when I come back.
God.
No, just whatever you can get done. I'm sure anything will make it look better. So, okay.
It'll be cool. It'll be cool. It'll be fun.
I'm going to jump across to Champion the Ultimate Obby. So this is one we made on stream, as I mentioned earlier, which was when we were doing the global counters and showing off how you can do that. So each time someone falls off the world, it counts up the amount of players that fall. So that was the kind of the gist, and we've added a few bits here and then updated it, but it might be good to kind of bring it back in line with some of sports. So I'm thinking a bit of change the way it looks. It's very wintry, it's all made of ice and stuff, so maybe make it more summery. Adding a few more little bits, like a couple of extra obby pieces to it, make it a bit bigger, kind of play with ragdoll a bit more. It's always good fun. AJ says the game is very short. Oh yeah, that was a test. I was going to test winning at the end, so yeah, remind me, Ed, or unless you want to change it now, but the game control is set to 30 seconds in Gravball. Probably want to put that back up to like 3 minutes. And cool. Yeah, nice comment. Got him. Although I'm pretty sure, even though I've never, given working from home and COVID and all that, I've never actually met AJ sort of face to face. Fairly sure he's probably taller than me for sure. So
yeah, and he's gonna punch the crap out of me when I finally meet him.
I wouldn't go that far. Anyway, cool. So yeah, I think there's a few quick wins we can get in here to make it a bit more summer sports like. As I say, get rid of the ice, get rid of maybe our winter tree at the back, and can go through the seasons. Any more suggestions for sort of obstacles? Do let me know in chat, and I'll see what I can make. I've got a couple in mind to kind of go with for now. Not entirely sure what this circus tent is doing here. I think that was in fact, AJ, this was your first stream, I believe. This was the first one you got involved in. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the circus tent was for, or this. I'm not sure what the wooden stick is, but I don't want to touch it. I don't want to, maybe it's there for a very important reason. Let's update our oak tree. What do we think here? Do we go like AstroTurf? Looks so weird not being like all icy. I want you both to take guesses at my height. Oh, that sounds like a dangerous game.
6 inches.
Well, I think I'm 5'9". I'm gonna guess around about that. I'm gonna put AJ at I'm gonna say, I don't know. Oh my god, no, delete the stick. I think I was trying to do a mini game. Okay. I'm gonna put AJ, I'm gonna go 6'1". I'm gonna say AJ's
that's pretty tall.
The touch over. Yeah, but I've got a feeling he's I don't know where that feeling comes from. It's just a hunch.
5'9".
I think the chat should play as well. Let us know in chat how tall you think AJ is.
Being told off.
Hey, delete the stick. I can do that. Gone. Also notice that the red balls are here as well. Although, it doesn't actually attach to them. Gone. Gone. Right, AstroTurf. What's the other? I thought we had an orange AstroTurf at one point.
I don't remember seeing that.
It's called Red Rubber. Slightly different. But it's the same sort of effect. Okay. Already feeling a bit better. Yeah, let's just notice later as well. Apparently this is a very frustrating game. I hate this game, not in a bad way, but very frustrating. I'm just bad at it. It's deliberately supposed to be a little bit frustrating. Adam did come in at some point and make it a little bit easier because I had that horrible bit with the randomly changing doors, which was very frustrating. So we did fix that. Yeah. Nice. I still really want someone to make a game using the outline. Doesn't quite work. Does it work for this? I guess the color is what kind of makes this, but yeah, we need more games using the outline. I really want to see a decent. I'm not entirely sure what type of game. I feel like a top-down shooter type thing, you know, with the really defined lines. Good. Okay, right, let's have a quick run through. Let's just see what we're working with. So it'd be good to add a couple of extra bits to the end. I think that's pretty much where I'm thinking to kind of just ramp it on a little bit. Oh, the names as well. We need to name the new ones because, you know, that was a thing. Uh-oh. Okay. Try again. I don't know why I always like to go this way, but it's satisfying when you don't get hit by Lola or whacked.
I don't think I've ever got past Lola.
Oh, okay.
I have to watch you to fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, do you have to jump over? Because it's so fast.
Oh, that was really bad timing, but I might get away with it. Oh, I remember when we first streamed this, I had this really lucky shot where I essentially got skimmed across the course, where it just whacked me like past the next obstacle. Oh, that was really bad timing. Just want to get past. Never mind. Right, okay, let's go back. Cool. So,
you have the power to make Lola easier.
I do. Do I want to? Is the question.
I want you to, because I can't get past that.
Oh, so Draco said 170 centimeters, which I've got no idea what that actually means. It's weird, isn't it, how we measure everything in meters until it comes to things like height, where it's like, you know, I only know feet and inches. 170 centimeters, I can't really even visualize what that looks like.
1.7 meters.
I know that, but I still can't even.
I know you know that.
Yes. I realised who I'm talking to when I said that.
0.000005 astronomical units.
I can't believe Russ thinks I'm 6'1". I'm 5. You're 5'6". I don't believe you. That's not true.
I said 5'7". I win. I've only seen your top half, AJ.
Well, that's all we've got to go on, so. Oh, I didn't believe that for a second. Right, what am I doing? I'm stalling. Okay, so probably just going to slide back. Did I make this a separate voxel mesh? No, that would have been far too easy. I can select the flag. Okay, so I'm just going to move this.
Plus, I know he doesn't even have a bottom half. I should shut up now, shouldn't I?
I mean, I wasn't going to say it, but. Wait, why are you guys using feet and inches? Is that common? Yeah, so that's like in the UK, that's what we do. Like feet in inches is the way that we would measure height. Same way that we do weight in stone. Right, like we measure stuff in kilograms everywhere else. Like everything we do, is pretty much kilograms. And then until you get to weigh yourself, and then I know I don't even know, like 10.5 stone or 11 stone or something like that. But I wouldn't be able to say what that means in kilograms. I've no idea.
I'm like 16.5.
Kilograms?
That'd be nice. Stone.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's what we do in the UK. We like to just rebel against weird things.
By being weird ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Right. So the next kind of course I'm thinking of here is like almost like a marble run type thing. So it's like you're trying to get up the hill, there's boulders rolling down, and they whack you and kind of knock you into ragdoll states. It's always a bit iffy with the way that physics works in Crayta. It's always a little bit unpredictable, but that's kind of the fun of the chaos, right? So let's have a look at how we're going to do this. So probably want a separate voxel mesh to do a slope. Okay, how big? Probably quite big. What I'm thinking is you've got to try and work your way up this, and then there's going to be another obstacle that you have to jump down through and make it to the bottom of. And it's essentially like the winners will be whoever kind of ragdolls their way down this. Do you ever, Ed, did you have a game? I was going to say when you were young, but you probably weren't young. when I played it.
You word I can't say.
Whippersnapper. Kaplunk. That's an old game, right? Is that an old game?
Oh yeah, Kaplunk.
So like I'm imagining like the last obstacle's like Kaplunk, right? But you throw yourself down the middle and you just bash off stuff, ragdolling all the way down.
Yeah.
Until you hit the bottom and collapse onto the finish line. So first ragdolled body to kaplunk their way to the bottom wins. Is kind of what I'm thinking. Which
could... you just said that. You're too old to remember Kaplunk.
Well, I was gonna say there was a game that we played when we were young, but I guess those two things never happened at the same time, which was kind of more my point.
It's a long-lasting game. It's a classic game. It doesn't matter how old you are. Kaplunk has always existed.
Okay, let's ask the chat encyclopedia. If someone could kind of Google when was Kaplunk first made. We want to play Kaplunk now. It's a great game.
Oh my goodness. I'm never doing a stream again.
Right, let's test how well the balls would roll down. What's a good size? The boulders are always pretty good because they kind of are a bit more unpredictable because of their like surface. Physics enabled. Go. Cool. It definitely rolls. Then what I'm imagining is almost having some like shapes and things on here that are going to kind of deflect the path, and you got to work your way around and work your way up the course. That's the the idea. I guess I'm going to want a trigger here to catch them in. Striker says 1967. That's when Kaplunk was made. Oh, I thought it was much more modern than that.
Yay, I'm younger than Kaplunk.
That's yeah. That's it. If there's anything you're going to take away from today, it's that you learned that you're younger than Kaplunk. Right. I'm going to need more. I guess I need like a level to run off, and then somewhere for the boulders to drop down from, like a big box. A boulder dispenser. Probably not that big, actually. Bring that down. It's always fun to just kind of like prototype and throw stuff together. Like you haven't really thought it through, but you just kind of the ease of being able to do it is always pretty good. Let's cut out a hole. Doesn't need to be that big, actually. Okay, so that's where the balls are going to appear, and they would. The idea is they're going to drop down. So if I'm stood here and simulate. Okay, need some sides because they will roll roll up the side. So that's going to be easy enough to add. Let's get our red rubber.
I've managed to create myself a red warning.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that exists. Don't know why that's broken. That's an instance of template alien bench A. So why is alien bench A gone red?
Alien bench. Very civilized.
Yeah. What have I done? What have I done?
Okay, right, let's make the tower. So this will probably be a big cylinder. That makes the most sense. So let's go shape, cylinder.
God, what have I done?
You made a mess.
I have made a mess. Easily done.
This might have been a bit small. I don't know. We'll see.
Everything in the template is fine, but the template is showing up red.
Oh, I think I've seen that actually. I would maybe just ignore it if it looks like everything's okay. If it's not telling you where the problem is, then I'd perhaps just ignore it for now.
Yeah, and I can select it and place another one.
Yeah.
Just fine.
Yeah, let's not worry until we know
Okay.
something's broken.
Yeah. It might have been because it was a template that I had. I had some little dancing mushrooms within it, and then I took, of course, and then I took those and made them a template of themselves, and then dragged them out of it, and that might have confused it a little bit because I wanted the dancing mushrooms to be elsewhere as well.
Right, okay. Yeah, maybe.
Who knows? Something to investigate for later.
Yeah. Something for QA. It's just being really quiet. Is my volume off? I don't think I'm being quiet. My voice is going a little bit, so I may not realise I'm going off. But
yeah, he's been doing quite well at insulting me.
Worth it. It means I lose my voice. So be it. Right. I'd actually send this. Push this up. Finish trigger. Tall flag. Needs to go on end area. Okay. That trigger needs to be increased. Oh, let's just clean this up. And then what do I need to do? I need to add some like ragdoll stuff in here, some kaplunk sticks. Oh, I need to do all the physics rolling and stuff as well. Oh, my headset broke this whole time. All I could hear was squeak, squeak. Yeah, no, I wasn't squeaking, pretty sure. So, assuming that's your headset. I barely had any time on Crayta over the last few weeks. Just moved over to high school. Big change. Oh, congratulations. Sounds like a pretty big step. Hope it's all going well.
Hope you're actually allowed to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Could really do with that random rotate script right now, but that's not on this tier.
Oh, what, the one I wrote for you?
Yeah.
But you can remember how to do it, right? I showed you.
Yeah.
You can just mentally regurgitate all that code I showed you like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
To be fair, I could hop over in a minute and
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's totally fine. Yeah, we just did the script earlier in the week that if you want to do forests or anything like that, we wrote a script where you could put a bunch of objects underneath the locator, stick a script on the locator, and it would randomly rotate them around the y-axis. And so you could just make you didn't have to hand rotate everything, and it was done on a random seed, so it would be the same every time. But yeah, it was something that we made, and we were like, why didn't we think of this before?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I want to place 100 trees and they'll be different. Like, I could just have a script do it.
Yep.
So, if anyone wants that script, we could make it available on live. It's not the most complicated script. It's it's essentially just stepping through the children of the locator and changing their rotation. So it's fairly straightforward. I say that obviously, if you know how to code, it's fairly straightforward.
It was one line, and I got it wrong, and I had to call Russ, and Russ just made the entire script for me.
Okay, so all I'm going to do in here is basically check for the template. So let's say this is of type template. So if entity get template, so if the template of the thing that fell in the trigger is equal to what we're checking for, then we want to reset that thing. Reset, nice and simple. We select our rolling boulder template, and then if I just write a quick script on our boulder, I need to make that trigger bigger actually. It's going to be very unlikely anything's going to hit that currently. Okay. Massive trigger catcher. And then on our actual boulder, let's write a quick script here. I'm going to just call it boards in case it's not always going to be a boulder. We might change it up. Maybe it could be different random ones. That might be quite good actually. Yes, I quite like that. Random balls coming down. So meshes of type mesh asset, and this will be a container. So this will be a container of the meshes that this could be. On init, random. On init, we want to capture its start point. So and then and then we want our reset function. And then reset is essentially just going to set its position to be the start position. And here's where we can actually randomize the way it works. So let's pick a random mesh. Mesh equals self.properties meshes, and then we want a random number between 1 and the number of meshes.
Ooh. I just had a silly idea.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Now, just to add a little bit more life to this environment, I'm thinking of having the arena float.
Ooh. What, as in actually move?
Yeah.
Yeah, could be interesting with with the players running on it, but
Oh no, not the player arena.
I see the outside.
The outside bit. Yeah,
Gotcha.
That's all I'm dealing with.
That sounds good. Right, it'd be good if when they hit the player, it ragdolls them. So that death collision script. Yes. Cool. Okay, so all I need to do is add the death collision script to these. There's this modified script that basically doesn't actually kill the player, but it just forces them into ragdoll. Leave that. Okay, copy that to template, and then let's.
It's nice. AJ, my dad loves your face painting on the avatars.
It is pretty cool. It's an incredible amount of effort goes into it, I imagine. Right, so that's that, and then we want our Kaplunk sticks in the tower. Need to make sure there's like very little chance you'll make it down, but also that you're not going to get stuck. Like very little chance you'll make it down in one go. You know, kind of the idea is I want people to just like ragdoll out the bottom. Probably like time the end camera as well, so it like, because the way champion works, I don't know if you remember, Ed, is that it kind of cuts to whoever's won at the end, and so you can see them. But I might do it in a way that you win part of the way down, and the camera cuts to the bottom of the tower, and it's like, and here's your champion, as they like just splat onto the floor.
Love it. Yeah, that'd be brilliant.
That'd be pretty funny. Like, ta-da! Fireworks go off, and then the body just falls out the bottom.
Like it. Yeah, that's looking cool. Okay.
I'm excited. I'm probably going to jump back into yours in about 5-10 minutes.
No, don't. It's not ready. It's not ready.
Okay, should we say 1/2 We're going to look at yours. 20 minutes.
Yeah, I've been a little bit unsure about what I've been doing tonight, but it's getting there.
That's all part of it, right? It's all part of the fun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm just making it up as I go. I'm making template upon template, which is, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing.
Cool. Okay, so that's the end trigger. So if I move that up, when you hit that, everyone's gonna see you just like ragdoll on the floor. Could be quite fun. On game one, yeah, let's add some fireworks.
What have I done? What have I done now? They are too close to the actual arena. They could confuse gameplay, so let's move those away. Now, what's going to happen? Yeah, so I've just taken one of my things. It's got lots of bouncy mushrooms on it that are my aliens.
Yeah.
And I've rotated the whole thing, and now I'm going to simulate and see if they still bounce correctly. They bounce correctly! Awesome! So I've got lots of mushrooms watching the sports going on.
I can't wait to see this.
Oh, don't get your hopes up.
Okay, let's do a quick script again. This is just a quick one that's going to activate the effect when we want it to. In fact, I could just have them playing all the time. Because the only time you're going to see this when you're at the end, that's probably going to make more sense rather than trying to mess with stuff. If that's just always active, fireworks there. Okay, right, I want to give this a go. I'm going to see, hopefully, I can get there and see that some of it works. Yeah, it died straight away. Weird. Oh wait, did I press? I might have pressed the button to reset myself. Okay, let's go. Oh, I thought I did it. Hang on. Oh yes, it reset me. Right, okay, so jump and jump. Oh, yeah, this is pretty tricky, isn't it? I don't remember Lola being this hard. Ah, the balls are falling down and they're respawning. Looks good. I need to do more things on that to divert the balls a bit.
Lola's stupid. I've never got past Lola.
There we go. Nailed it, right. Okay, and this one. Okay, which door? This door. Not this door. This door, yes.
Well, that's how you do it. Ah.
Yeah. You should have to do 2 jumps over Lola, and then you should be clear. Ah, football got stuck. Oh.
I'm afraid I have messed up. Well, yeah, your flying spaceships now pass through my arena.
Ah, that's fine. You can just delete the spaceships. They're not precious.
No, but
or move
they are
them.
cool.
Or move them.
Yeah,
like there.
Yeah.
I need to add another checkpoint in here. Get out of here. Oh. I went to kick the ball and I forgot that they're set to ragdoll me when they hit me. Okay, come on, basketball. Ow. Okay, I think it needs more balls. Ooh. That is working quite nicely though. Quite pleased with how that turned out. Cool. Okay, so it's completable. There's interesting little things there. So let's add some interesting shapes onto this. I'm thinking just like sloped curved walls, most of this. That's right. Not going to bother trying to do this symmetrically.
Metricaloid.
Metricaloid. I think I'm just going to do it a little bit all over the place. Again, embrace the sort of chaos of randomness.
You can end up with better results than you think, which is what I'm telling myself right now, because I'm just throwing random crap at the screen and hoping for the best.
Okay, we're getting there. I think this will spice up a bit, and definitely to just throw in a ton more balls down, which means what I might do.
Good Lord.
Forget that you can see this going on.
Yeah,
on
I've been watching my screen. I've not been seeing what you've been doing. That looks insane. Wow.
More, he says, more. Okay. It's certainly something.
Making it an Olympic all-sport game at the minute. Brilliant.
Oh, that's what we like to hear.
Look forward to seeing that.
Ow. Damn it. Oh, I've added too many. All the balls just got stuck. Okay, well, that's good to know. This might be a good chance to test the simulate all option actually. So F6. Ah, that's a problem. Oh, and a load of them just fill the rest of the course and miss the trigger. Okay, hadn't really thought that one through. Let's Stops. Oh. Let's perhaps wall off the end a bit more. That might help. All part of the point.
I'm terrified of my entity count at this point.
Yikes.
I think it's fine. Lights, on the other hand, I might have a few too many of those. Nah, they're fine. It's all good.
Again, what's the worst that can happen? Invisible wall collide with all but player. That's not a bad shout, Katie. That's actually a very good idea. Let me just. Oops. I think this might solve it, but that certainly would have been a smart way to do it. Okay, let's try this now. So let's do a simulate all. Okay, a lot of them falling out the back of the arena still. Maybe boulders just aren't ideal. So what's happening at the start? Okay, they're all just physicsing themselves out the back. Okay, that's gonna be. Oh, he's fixing. I think it worked better actually in preview. Although I'm not seeing many come back down. Okay, time for a quick script improvisation. Let's get rid of the boulder. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a delay so we can kind of have them fall in the right tiers. So on init, let's not enable physics. So each individual ball will wait for a given amount of time.
Got a power disable physics.
Yeah.
Take that.
Take
Universal
that.
laws.
Take that, Newton. Oh, it's probably going to work much better now that they're not great big boulders anyway. But okay, so these ones will go straight away. Then perhaps the second row, we'll make all these 1 second. then we'll make all these 2. So they're all going to fall sort of slightly out of sequence, and then that should hopefully clean up that start point. Nice, like magic. And then after this point, they should all start falling at random. Oh, boulders. Oh, okay. I didn't remove it from the template. That's the problem there. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. Okay. Let's. Remove that. Okay, cool. That's that sorted. Right. I think that's everything good to go. Look at that, 2 minutes just before we're going to go check out the other one. I might publish this, give it a quick go. So I'm looking to bind the buttons so the quicker I tap X and Y, then the quicker the player runs. Any advice? Bind the buttons so the quicker Y, the faster the player runs. I think the way I'd do that is have a script on the player or the user. Faster they run. Would this even work with the current animations? It definitely work. You basically need a variable or a number, which is the player's speed multiplier. So let's say it starts at 0. If you press X, so you kind of need it to be, you have a number that starts at 0, and then that's kind of constantly being applied as the speed multiplier. And then you can increase that variable by pressing X and Y, as you say, so when you catch those. But what you need to do is remember which one was pressed last. So if you press X, save that X was pressed last and increase the speed of the player by a little bit, but always have this player's speed slowly ticking down as well. And then if they press Y, you know that they pressed X last, so then you go, yep, that's fine, increase it again. If they press Y again, ignore it because they need to press X next, so you can kind of control which one they press last to go back and forth. And then, yeah, that's pretty good little mechanic. I could maybe have a little go at making that perhaps on stream on Thursday. That sounds like quite a fun little kind of movement mechanic to make. So let me know how you get on, but if not, maybe that's something on Thursday I could play with. And that'd be quite a handy little kind of mechanic that maybe more players could use, more creators could use. Right, I think this all works fine. I'm gonna leave this as it is. I'm gonna update this. Let's go ahead, and we're gonna need a new thumbnail at some point. Publish update. Summer sports. Cool. Okay. Well, there you go. Champion is updated. So if it's, I think it's one of the games that cycles through the hub. So if you do feel like you want to go give that a go, then jump in. Perhaps we can have a little play along at the end of the stream. Maybe that would be quite fun. I'm going to jump back in to see what Ed's been up to. So
Gosh.
Brace yourself, Ed. Incoming.
I hope you're happy.
I'm sure it's going to be great. I mean, it wasn't exactly a masterpiece to start with, right? So as long as I'm sure you've managed to improve it.
I'm making some crazy alien claws at the moment, which is fun. using the alien wing pieces.
Oh yeah, the red ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool. Whoa. Nice. What is this? Is that like a dragon wing?
Yep.
That's cool. And what do all of these mushrooms bounce?
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep. They're the audience. They're the crowd. I was going to put some voxel humans in the human stands at the front, and then there's the alien stands at the back. That was my concept. The aliens are on the crazy asteroids at the back, and then the humans would be in the front rows.
Ah, I see. And the premium seats.
Well, the ones that suit their behinds.
Yes. This is cool. I wonder if...
So yeah, if you want to hit F5, we can play, and you can, and
Absolutely.
because all the asteroids should all move. The things upon them should move.
Oh, yeah, there's the server lag.
Yeah. Yes, I could have done it more efficiently.
Let's see if I can get... Oh, the frame rate is all over the place. Ed, what have you done? What?
Every mushroom has its own script on it, so given time, I would optimize that and put multiple mushrooms. Well, I'd maybe have 5 groups of mushrooms instead of 300 groups of mushrooms.
This is madness. Yeah, AJ says, wow, Ed. It looks great. Not,
yeah, it's totally inefficient.
Not a performance update. Perhaps this one we won't publish just yet. Yeah. Just,
Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, it looks great. Maybe this is one we can come back. We could do a stream about optimization. That might be quite interesting, actually.
Yeah, that would be good.
Awesome.
Show off how crap it is.
No. To be fair, it is a pretty good way to approach it sometimes, is to kind of push it to a limit and then strip it back. Rather than like kind of holding back on ideas. Sometimes it is good to kind of push it, and then before you do any kind of publishing of it, is then you kind of have a pass at like, okay, what can I now do to strip it back? I think it's a perfectly valid way to approach it.
I wanted to get it working. I wanted to make sure that I could rotate things around, and things could be jumping up and down, upside down. It gives it a nice alien feel to it.
Nice.
But yeah, there's a lot of optimization that we can do with it.
Yes. Yeah, it's a bit laggy. It's probably the best word for it. There's a lot of individual timelines running here where it could just be a couple all of the mushrooms. It looks great. Like, it looks really interesting. Cool. Okay, right, well, I think we could leave Gravball there, and I'm wondering if we should just jump in and play some Champion for 5-10 minutes, and then that's probably a good place to end the stream. Unless you wanted to carry on in here.
No, it's just like, let's avoid that and don't play the bit.
I mean, that's not quite what I was saying, but I feel like, as I said, there's a lot we could do here actually, which would be quite a good stream around optimization. So AJ's just said, is there a way you can consolidate? I guess you mean what's the word? Consolidate. That's it. All the scripts. There's things we could do.
Yeah, there's definitely things we could do. Every single one of those mushrooms is running the same script, whereas you could have groups of 50 mushrooms doing the same thing at the same time.
Yeah, you could,
and it would look just as good. Yeah.
You could perhaps just have them all like a similar orientation and just move the parent, and then the children move with it. Things like that. There's lots of little tips and tricks and things we could do there. So maybe that'd be a pretty good stream for that. Cool. Okay, but I think as I say, it looks great. Like, from a change of atmosphere, it's certainly you've done the objective, which was to kind of bring it more into kind of a more interesting environment, and we've certainly hit that.
Yay.
Cool. Right. I'm going to jump into
champion.
Recently updated. Yeah, 74% thumbs up, and I guess that's because it's pretty difficult and frustrating, and probably not the most interesting game. So hopefully we can start to push that ratings up a little bit. I'll generate a share link, and we can have a quick little fun end to the stream. So we'll have a few runs of this, see who can reach the end the most time. So if you are watching and you are interested in playing along, then do get ready to jump in via the state. I was going to say the state share link, the share link that we have. Oh, I can see Katie Brady's already here, rocking the pretty awesome foil summer sports outfit. So as I said at the start, do make sure you're checking out the store. See what we've got. We've got the slide in today, which is kind of like the cool sort of skateboarding, skateboarding outfit. You know, it's quite a cool summer sports one. We've got these cycling through fairly often, so it's only 4 hours away from the next rotation of stock. If you haven't already, do come and claim Bicep. It's free. As I say, I haven't got it, so I'm going to go and grab myself that one for free. Pretty cool. The most come. Okay, let's get a state share link. A state share link. The share link. That's what we call them now. Okay, you can see it's there on screen. I'm going to just share that in chat over here now as well. If I can find my mouse. Okay, there we go. There should be a link appearing in chat now from the Restream bot. Essentially, if you click that link or just use the code at the end in game, you can follow along and come and join our session. Right, let's go. Let's see if I got music turned. Music's on full.
So mean.
Come on, Ed, you can do it. You can get past. It's a funny game. Just watching people. It's incredibly frustrating, but pretty funny as well.
You can get pasta. Pasta would be good.
Oh, Ed, that looks so good.
So every time I respawn, I just get whacked. Oh, this is. Oh god, this one's horrible.
So close. Right, come on. I made it.
Oh, Jeffrey almost yeeted me all the way past Lola.
Oh, that'd be nice. Oh, Katie Ready won already. We almost had the effect. I think he stood up too soon. I wonder if what I need to do is have it so when you're in that trigger, you just don't stand back up again. Okay,
Silver Scale's here. Hi, Silver Scale.
Oh, we know Silver Scale.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm married to her.
Yes. Ed, I just got Jeffrey just smacked me past Lola.
Really? So you can
slid on my face with all the dignity in the world.
You can use one thing to get past another. That's brilliant. Oh, Bert, come on. Oh. Like it. Oh, nope.
Okay, here come the footballs.
I want to get to the stuff that you've just been making tonight, but I can't. I can't get past Bert.
Oh, I made it first time. I'm gonna wait for some people. It looks pretty good actually. Just infinite dispense of random sports balls. I feel like there could be more. I think we need a couple more layers of. That was quite easy to just run up the center.
Oh no, why are you gonna put me back? No, don't put me back there. Oh, Russ, you are so cruel.
Come on, guys. Oh,
Free me.
Let's go.
I was nowhere near Jeffrey. Oh.
Just landed on my back. Oh, it's so good. Oh, damn, ran straight off the side.
If it's not hard enough, you just run off by yourself.
Come on, Ed. Ow.
Okay, I'm past one obstacle. Now, how do you get past Jeffrey?
You just got to jump past
him. Yeah, I know, but
just jump. That's what you gotta do.
Just jump.
Just jump. I could watch this all day. It's so good.
You are so cruel.
Right. Come on, you can do it.
I am on mouse and keyboard, so Oh, come on! It didn't even jump.
Oh, if someone could clip that was great. It just like didn't jump, flopped on it, and just got annihilated into orbit.
I'm getting a Crayta challenge, right? That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, mind your step. Oh, I should add one for like reaching a certain height. You have to try and time it on Jeffrey and just get like knocked really high in the air.
No. I've done it. I'm past Jeffrey.
Alright, just flow, let's go.
Checkpoint.
Jump and jump. You want to come? You want to come to this side, far left.
Yeah, left looks better because at least you can see what's coming.
Yeah, and you got to. So yeah, jump. Oh, it's so good.
Come on!
Oh, you can do it.
I see a stream highlights on its way.
Yeah, no, this is going in. Oh, this is incredible.
Incredible.
This is just going to be the whole highlights will literally just be this. And
oh no!
Oh, that was such a desperate cry. I'm just not moving. Oh, this is pure gold.
Oh, come on!
It keeps nudging you slightly, like it's not even ragdolling you now. I think it feels sorry. Oh,
Oh!
So close. Might add as a queue. Oh, AJ says, are you able to fix that flipper? It's doing my OCD in. What's wrong with the flipper? They're not supposed to go at the same time, if that's what you mean. I think there's some randomness to it. Oh, Ed! Oh, KD ready one. You actually landed on your face on the beam, so you might have got away with that one.
What?
Oh, that was good. Okay, well, KD won, so we're going to reset. Yeah, it's all reset. Right, okay, last one. Final race. Winner takes all. Let's go. That's so good.
It took like 3 years to get to them.
Oh, ow. I was hoping I was going to roll under it then. Oh, did I jump? I missed the checkpoint.
Stand up and die. Oh, I've got to get past Jeffrey again.
You've got to get past Jeffrey.
I didn't.
The first three go at the same time rather than one. Oh, okay. I hadn't really paid that much attention, but yeah, okay, maybe I can have a look at that at some point. Oh, they do. It's like a wall of them. Jeffrey.
Oh no, I was not hit by Bert.
Oh, Katie Brady's at Stan. Flying. Oh, come on, Lola. No one likes you.
Jeffrey just smacked me back into Bert.
And tag teamed.
Okay, I'm past Jeffrey.
Okay. So we jump. Out. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, up. And no
I'm going
chance.
to do it. First time I'm going to do it.
First take, first try. Let's go.
Nope.
I had such a good shot of that. Oh, that was great. This is like clip gold. I expect so many clips off this. Oh, Ed, you need to jump. Oh, you did it perfect. You just need to jump again.
I love that when you Oh, Katie Brady, you're so good. Wow. Well done.
Oh, it's very good. Right, okay.
Awesome.
Ooh, I think I need to stop before I just collapse from laughter. But yeah, that was really fun. That was thanks for the comedy there, Ed. That was great. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good stuff. Yeah,
Good.
that was a good one. That was fun.
That was good. That was fun. Okay, I think you know, there's definitely stuff we can do in this that's gonna kind of really improve how less frustrating, but kind of, or make it less frustrating, but almost kind of make it just as fun. You know, this is the sort of game I want that people to play, that, and it is genuinely a pretty good laugh to have with your friends. So good stuff. Cool. Let me just get over here. Right. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. As I say, that was a pretty different stream. You know, we're trying to kind of work on a couple of games at the same time, having a look at some of the summer sports stuff we've done. So as I said before, do make sure you're checking out the store in game daily. We've got kind of new things cycling through each day, and it's a great chance to kind of catch up on some of the old outfits from last year's summer sports. And there's also the free bicep emoticon. So do make sure you tune in and sort of log in and have a look at the store on a daily basis and keep up with all that sort of stuff. If you haven't already, make sure you head over to Discord and join us over there. That's discord.gg/Crayta, and that's the best place to kind of keep up with the community and chat with everybody, get help on stuff, you know, promote your own game releases, all the sorts of stuff like that. There's, you know, it's a great place to go and kind of keep the Crayta experience going at all times. And obviously, as always, make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram. They're at Crayta Game on both those platforms. So good places to keep up with all the latest news, all the latest goings on in Crayta. You know, we'll share various links, screenshots. So, you know, quite a lot of work goes into what we post over there. So do make sure you're following us on those platforms if you're on there as well. And then finally, yeah, as always, you know, subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Twitch. It's a really good place to kind of keep up with all these sorts of things we do. You know, kind of like fun dev streams, we do play-alongs, tutorials, all that sort of stuff. As we've mentioned, this week we're going to be doing a stream highlights on Friday, so there's going to be a bit of a compilation of all the best moments of the streams from June, and it's been really quite easy to do this month. It's, you know, it's pretty good, and it's made kind of an easy job by you guys in the community using the clip feature, and that's now a feature that's available on YouTube as well. So in future streams, if you do see something that you find particularly entertaining or particularly funny that you think would be good for a highlight, then do make sure you clip it, and then it's easy for us to go ahead and collect those clips. The YouTube ones we don't actually get kind of a collection of, so if you do take a YouTube clip, make sure you head over to Discord and share it in either in general or in the screenshots and clips channel. I think that'd be the perfect place for it, to be honest, and that's a really good way to kind of promote the stream to other members of the Discord, but also kind of for us to find those clips to include in the highlights. But yeah, so make sure you tune in tomorrow. AJ will be back with some more sports play along games, and maybe we'll get him to come and have a play through this, and we can create some more golden ragdoll clips, who knows. But I think the main focus will be playing some of the games that are available in the hub right now in the sports arena. So if you haven't already, do head into the hub and have a look at the sports arena and the games we've got available over there. So thanks again, Ed, for joining in. As I say, it's pretty good fun.
No problem. That was really fun. Thanks, everybody. Cool. Yay.
Glad you had a good time. And thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Woo!